they now are they got the worst winning percentage in the courtroom, probably anybody that we know. And the SEC and Big Ten is clearly joining forces to where they're saying, look, we're going to do this with you or without you. And so if you try to kind of play that game you've been playing where you suspend players and you suspend teams and you put programs on probation, we have other ideas in mind. And I don't know how they're going to change that. I just don't see them having the power to do that right now.
Agree. And you take the case in where the state of Tennessee and the state of Commonwealth of Virginia sue in federal court. And if you look at their track record at the Supreme Court, where any federal lawsuit would eventually could end up, and you look at the concurring opinion of Justice Kavanaugh from 3 years ago in the Alston case. If you ever want to read that thing, just look it up. It's well written. It's very interesting. And he's basically like, you guys are in violation of this is not a case about the Sherman Antitrust Act, but you guys are in violation of that. And if that case comes to me, I don't like, it's just a warning shot of like, don't even try me. And so the NCAA has very little to go. So when you have an alignment like Tennessee, which was terrific, handled it terrifically, with the school, the administration of the school, and the state, yeah, there isn't a whole lot there. So I don't think there's a lot of power. But even on cases that I think everyone would say this is a violation, right? Like if you can't film the sidelines, you can't film the sidelines. That has nothing to do with should we pay this guy? Was this guy paid this way, that way, all that. Like you have to have rules in a sport, right? I mean, like the NFL has rules like this. You know, you can't meet with a free agent until this date, right? So that and Harbaugh broke that rule. Like some of those rules that are just basic rules, no one would argue with. You have to have a calendar. Even if you're caught, I don't know what the punishment is that would deter you anymore. So the NCAA is just in a really oddball spot. They're on their heels, and the way society thinks and the way recruiting and roster construction works has gone at warp speed, and they're standing around going, I'm going to ticket your horse and buggy.